Bonsoir tout le monde. Good evening everyone. Welcome to E22 Vendor. C'est une soirée tant attendue par les diplômés en commercialisation de la mode ici au Collège La Salle. Je me présente, Debbie Zakaïb. J'ai été pendant plus de 6 ans directrice générale de la grappe métropolitaine de la mode. Alors, le mandat de la grappe, c'est de rassembler les gens de l'industrie québécoise autour de projets structurants, puis de faire rayonner Montréal comme ville de mode. Alors, laissez-moi vous expliquer un peu la soirée. Donc, ce soir, nous allons découvrir ensemble les 16 projets entrepreneuriaux des diplômés en commercialisation de la mode ici au Collège La Salle. Et nous avons la chance d'avoir avec nous, dans cette magnifique aventure, 3 personnalités influentes de la mode au Québec. Je vais vous les présenter dans quelques instants. Et je voulais vous dire que la semaine dernière, ils ont eu l'occasion de découvrir et d'évaluer tous les projets d'affaires qui leur ont été présentés. Et chacun d'entre eux, les 3, ont choisi 2 projets qu'ils vont présenter en finale ce soir. Et ce soir aussi, il y aura les porte-paroles de chacune des équipes qui viendront échanger avec eux sur la scène ici. Donc, vous allez découvrir avec les vidéos leurs projets. Et chacun des 3 experts devront choisir, ce sera difficile, une seule équipe qui ira en finale ce soir. Donc, on aura 3 équipes en finale. Et vous, dans la scène, les spectateurs ce soir, et aussi en ligne, vous aurez la chance de choisir l'équipe gagnante de E22 cette année. So let me repeat this very quickly in English. So last week, 3 influential figures from the Montreal fashion industry had the opportunity to discover and review all of the business concepts presented to them. Each was mandated to choose his or her 2 favorite personal favorites. Tonight, a spokesperson from each of these teams will be joining them to share these business concepts with us on stage. Upon discussing these uniqueness and of each of one, our experts will be faced with the difficult decision of having to let go of one of their teams. So 3 teams will therefore make it to the finals tonight, and you in the audience and at home will make the final decision, the big winner of E22. Donc, sans plus tarder, je vais vous présenter, comme je vous l'avais promis, le premier expert qui viendra s'asseoir avec nous et présenter les 2 équipes qu'il a choisies. Donc, le parcours de Inder Betty, qui consiste à concilier durabilité et design, a commencé par un plan d'affaires pour la mode végétalienne à l'Université Concordia, qui a jeté les bases de la création de la marque végétalienne Matinat, qu'on connaît bien, en 1995. Sa dernière entreprise, Betty Studios, représente un retour à la production locale au Canada, avec une approche innovante du recyclage utilisant des filets de pêche, des ceintures de sécurité et des sièges d'avion régénérés pour créer une ligne de vêtements d'extérieur et de sacs. La collection est disponible sur bettystudios.com ainsi que chez H Project, Holt Renfrew, à partir de la saison automne-hiver 2022. Accueillons Inder Betty de Betty Studios.
Bonsoir, good evening. Thank you, Debbie, and the whole team at E22 for putting together this event and having me as part of the judging panel. I'm sure you would all agree that it's nice after 2 years to be able to get out again and celebrate creativity and innovation in this city and our industry, which is so important. Speaking of industry, I actually fell into fashion by fluke. My last semester at Concordia, completing my undergrad, I had to write a business concept for a course that I really didn't want to take. I actually tried getting out of it, called entrepreneurship. We had to come up with a business plan and actually go to 2 banks to try to get funding. So I, being a frustrated vegetarian, came up with the concept that would later become Matt and Nat. Went to banks, got no funding, and actually got a 77% on the paper. After I finished my undergrad, I thought there could be something interesting here, and let me give this a shot. So I spent the next 2 years apprenticing with a bag designer in Montreal and also working at an engineering firm to save money to put into this new idea. And it took about 7 years for the world to come around and actually understand what a vegan is and why vegan fashion was important. Fast forward, many years later, Matt Nat became a big machine, and I felt like I had done everything that I wanted to do in my career. And I really wanted to get back to local production and get my hands dirty again, so to speak. So I started hanging around in scrapyards in Quebec, looking for different materials that I could make from literally trash. Our first collection was a line of duffel bags and backpacks made from Air Canada seats, along with seat belts pulled out of cars, planes, and trucks in Canada. Along the way, I discovered a material called Econil, which is a super interesting fabric from Italy, which is made out of regenerated fish nets. This year, we will be opening a store in the Myland and also working with Holt Renfrew as part of their H Project division. So I've spent the last couple of decades working on sustainability and design and trying to find a balance between those two worlds. So seeing all the projects this year at E22 was super exciting. I mean, it's crazy how sustainability has become such a key focus, as it should be, given the times we're living in. Having said that, without further ado, I'd like to present you the 2 projects that I chose tonight for Team Betty.
Ce type d'entreprise répond à plusieurs problématiques sur le marché de la maternité. Saviez-vous que 85% des femmes enceintes trouvent que l'offre de vêtements de maternité est peu diversifiée? La demande sur le marché demeure alors croissante. Depuis 2021, nous avons observé une hausse des natalités au Québec. La recherche confirme l'intérêt de la clientèle potentielle envers des vêtements qui s'adaptent tout au long de la maternité.
I feel like we don't have a wide variety of options to choose from. Those are not like stylish, you know, like they're not, some of them are not as like they're made for maternity, but they're not comfortable. My downside would be I don't know how my future is gonna now be with a baby. So you're not sure, so it's kind of scary, you know. I think it's amazing. The more people designing clothes, I believe, will then have a big variety of options to choose from, and it's very exciting.
Voici la planche de collection automne-hiver 2023 Ciela qui dégage minimalisme et luxe pour l'inspiration de nos 2 collections par année. Ciela Maternité s'introduit alors sur le marché de la maternité en tant que détaillant moyenne gamme produite 100% localement et de façon éco-responsable. Notre lancement en boutique en septembre 2023 offrira une collection de prêt-à-porter tendance et évolutif qui s'adapte aux changements corporels de la grossesse et permet l'allaitement. Nous offrons des vêtements intemporels durables produits avec notre fournisseur en matière textile Fabriqueville. En travaillant avec notre sélection de tissus écologiques et durables, notre sous-traitant local, les manufactures, les productions RN reflètent nos valeurs humaines de la compagnie avec qui nous avons établi un lien de confiance pour la production de nos collections. Par l'ajout de bandes extensibles aux extrémités de pantalons tailleurs, d'ajustement des tissus à la taille, et par notre service de couture proposant des ajustements aux vêtements existants de la cliente, nous souhaitons encadrer la femme dans son style vestimentaire durant cette période. Pour l'offre de nos cosmétiques de maternité, représentant 30% de notre assortiment de produits, nos partenaires sont les entreprises canadiennes Attitude, BioYoul et 4T afin de nous spécialiser dans notre offre de prêt-à-porter, tout en offrant les items clés en soins de maternité chez Ciela. Nous avons décidé de nous installer dans un quartier familial de la Rive-Sud, dans le Vieux-Longueuil, dans un local situé sous une clinique, entouré de garderies, d'écoles, d'épiceries, de transports en commun et de stationnement. L'environnement est minimaliste et moderne. Nous optimisons l'expérience grâce à notre service attentionné, dont une salle d'allaitement. Notre personnel saura vous conseiller en boutique avec sa formation en natalité. Un événement aura lieu le 2 septembre 2023 pour le lancement de notre boutique. À noter que notre chiffre d'affaires pour la première année est de 600 000 $. Pour créer un sentiment de communauté, nous nous sommes affiliés à des blogs de mamans que nous pouvons retrouver sur notre site Internet. Nous communiquons cette confiance à travers nos réseaux sociaux. Pour faciliter la communication de nos messages, nous collaborons avec plusieurs mommy influencers jouissant d'une notoriété établie. Ciela vend une expérience de confiance inoubliable. Nous tissons des liens avec notre clientèle afin de devenir un repère de confiance pour les femmes. Nous prônons l'authenticité en démontrant la vulnérabilité et la réalité d'être une femme enceinte. Bien-être, féminité, durabilité sont les valeurs au cœur de la philosophie de Ciela, l'ère moderne de la maternité.
Quelle est la cinquième industrie la plus polluante dans le monde? Je sais pas. L'industrie des vêtements, c'est ça? Pétrolière, le plastique et tout ça. Combien de kilogrammes de CO2 est jeté dans l'air pour la confection d'une seule paire de boucles d'oreilles? Un demi-kilo? 50? Aucune idée.
Pour une paire de boucles d'oreilles, 31 kg de CO2 est libéré dans l'air, ce qui équivaut à un trajet de Montréal à Québec.
Que pensez-vous de bijoux en matière recyclée qui font pousser des fleurs? Vous en pensez quoi de cette idée?
Ah, c'est une bonne idée, j'ai jamais vu ça.
Ah, c'est électronique. C'est cool. Moi, je trouve ça un peu bizarre.
Pourquoi pas?
Nous sommes la Muse Nature, une entreprise en ligne spécialisée en joaillerie et dédiée à changer l'industrie. Nous offrons des bijoux faits de matières recyclées et compostables qui peuvent être plantés pour faire pousser des fleurs et visons la femme âgée de 35 à 55 ans. Chaque bijou sera doté d'une bille compostable faite de sel et de farine qui devra être ôtée de celui-ci et mise en terre afin que fleurisse la graine qui s'y cache. Pour le moment, la bille est offerte en deux formats, soit la sphère et le cube. Nous faisons les esquisses de nos produits qui seront envoyés à nos fournisseurs, fabriquons nous-mêmes nos billes et une fois le matériel reçu, nous assemblons le tout à la main dans notre atelier. Nous faisons affaire avec des fournisseurs internationaux et nous assurons que la production de nos bijoux soit faite de manière éthique et éco-responsable. Chaque manufacturier offre un temps de confection de 6 à 12 semaines. Pour débuter, nous prévoyons acheter 1000 morceaux d'une valeur de 106 490, occupant 22% de nos chiffres d'affaires pour une marge de 78%. Nous prévoyons une croissance des ventes pour les mois de mars, mai, novembre et décembre en raison de nos lancements de nouveautés ainsi qu'aux promotions du temps des fêtes. D'ici les 5 prochaines années, nous personnaliserons nos produits en offrant nos billes dans diverses formes. Nous ouvrirons un deuxième atelier pour la 3e année, suivi de l'ouverture de notre première boutique physique et d'une expansion de la marque à l'international. Notre site est séparé en 6 sections. La page d'accueil, les produits plantables, la collection, engagement, les nouveautés et l'entretien. La page d'accueil est munie de liens et images cliquables qui dirigent le client vers le produit ou l'information désirée. Notre atelier, situé à Anjou et à proximité des autoroutes, est composé d'un point de service pour le ramassage des commandes qui se trouve à l'entrée et d'une section pour la fabrication et l'assemblage de nos produits. Nous sommes affiliés à l'organisation canadienne Tree Canada qui opère à planter des arbres un peu partout dans le pays et pour chaque bijou vendu, 3 $ sera investi dans l'organisme. Nos articles seront livrés dans un emballage de style carte de souhait fait de papier ensemencé, harmonisé de l'article en question ainsi que d'une lettre de remerciement et une devinette. Dans celle contenant la devinette se trouvera un code QR qui dirigera la cliente sur notre site web afin de découvrir la fleur mystère ainsi que son mode d'entretien. Durant la première année, nous ferons usage de micro-influenceuses montréalaises partageant nos valeurs et développerons par la suite une opportunité d'affaires avec l'une d'elles, Maud, qui possède sa propre entreprise de pots de fleurs. Nos ventes estimées pour la première année sont en mesure de couvrir tous nos frais, nous laissant ainsi un bénéfice net de 25 950. La Muse Nature s'engage à vous offrir des pièces durables, recyclables et plantables. La Terre a tant fait pour nous et continue à en faire plus malgré les tracas que nous lui infligeons à perpétuité. N'attendons pas qu'il soit trop tard pour agir. Soyons le changement dont elle a besoin et travaillons avec elle plutôt contre elle. Redonnons à la Terre ce qu'elle nous a prêté.
All right, I'd like to welcome out our two spokespeople, Morgane and Moisha. Welcome.
Hi. Hello.
Morgane, can you introduce yourself and say which concept you are representing, please?
Yes, my name is Morgane Lavallée. I'm here representing my team Ciela Maternité. We're a clothing brand for maternity clothes that will adapt throughout the maternity process.
And Moisha?
Well, my name is Anne Moisha, but you can call me Moisha. And I'm representing La Muse Nature, which is the jewelry that can be planted.
All right, so we're going to ask a couple of questions based on sustainability, design, and communication marketing, just so everybody can get to know the concepts a little bit more. We'll start off with you, Morgane. Tell us a little bit about what's different about Ciela when it comes to sustainability. And sorry, you can answer either in French or English.
Thank you. Donc, Ciela Maternité offre au cœur de son concept un vêtement durable, puis qui va être écologique. Tout simplement par, premièrement, le fait qu'il va pouvoir s'adapter tout au long de la maternité et même après. Aussi par les textiles qui vont être durables, certifiés éco-tex et puis fair trade. Donc, la haute qualité du produit va pouvoir permettre d'une longue durée de vie du produit. Donc, ensuite aussi, we're going to offer on our website a section devoted to second-hand of our clothing line for mothers in need, such as new arrivants in Canada or just families in need in general. So, yeah, we have also a second life for our products.
Cool. And Moisha, sustainability?
Well, for my part, I would like to point out that my team and I were really surprised when we discovered that the industry of jewelry was the fifth most polluting industry in the world. Because we keep hearing about, companies saying our products are biodegradable, they are sustainable and stuff, which is cool. But we all know that something that they keep saying that, they can, how can I say, biodegradable. And we all know that it takes 50 to 100 years for a product to be decomposed. Yeah, to be decomposed. And we need to act now because the earth needs us. So which is why we are proposing to you that super concept, that idea of planting your jewelry with the marble that you saw on the video that you can take out and then just plant it. We have it in two shapes, a sphere or a cubicle, and you can plant it. And we also work with certified green fournisseurs, suppliers, and Our packaging is also plantable. No plastic is being used for it. And also the little letters that you saw on the packaging is also plantable. So it's pretty green, really.
Nice. And let's talk a little bit about design because sustainability is important, but at the end of the it's very important, especially given what's going on with climate change. But at the end of the day, we are here for fashion, and the product has to have an interesting shelf appeal to begin with. So, Morgane, tell us a little bit about what makes your design process or the designs of Ciela different than your competitors.
Premièrement, les designs de nos produits vont offrir un modèle intemporel qui vont être des items clés d'une garde-robe pour soutenir tout au long de la maternité des vêtements qui vont garder le style de la femme pour se détacher un peu de ce qui est offert sur le marché présentement, qui est un marché énormément en demande, puis en croissance, comme on a pu en constater avec les statistiques. Donc, nos vêtements vont vraiment pouvoir justement être différents de ce qui est offert parce qu'on se détache de l'étiquette maternité. Puis on va vraiment vers le style tendance durable puis intemporel. Aussi par notre branding en général, les styles de nos collections, puis aussi notre offre, on essaie vraiment de créer une communauté à travers Ciela. On essaie d'être un repère pour les femmes d'information avec nos conseillers en magasin. On veut supporter la maternité dans tout son long et en large, puis la souligner. Puis ouais.
Merci. And Moesha, tell us a little bit about the design process at La Maison Nature.
Yeah, well, for our process, we give silver, we furnish silver, recycled silver so far that has been used for 1,000 years now, and later on we'll give gold also, recycling gold. Oh, my English is terrible. I'm stressed.
Tu peux parler en français, il n'y a pas de problème.
No, I'll keep going. Okay. So, yeah. So, recycled gold. And also, we have this program, speaking of recycling, we have this recycling program where we ask the customer to bring back their jewelry that they don't use because we are against waste. So bring back the jewelry that you don't use in exchange of 25% on your next purchase, which is cool. And the suppliers that we are working with will take them, and then your necklace will be, a bracelet now. So it will have a second life. And really, we are also inspired by nature. When you talk to me about it, I see simplicity, beauty, and ease. And that's what we are offering. We are offering minimalistic designs and simplicity in our designs also.
Great, thank you. And the last area will be communications and marketing. We could have the greatest concept in the world, but if we can't reach to our community, it kind of falls apart. So tell us a little bit, Morgane, about your marketing approach.
Donc, nous voulons cibler notre clientèle par différents médias, mais dans l'optique de justement informer la cliente sur la maternité. On veut supporter, on veut être une source d'information pour la cliente. Et on veut rassembler justement sur nos plateformes des ambassadrices qui vont représenter fièrement Ciela, qui vont être à l'image de la marque aussi, qui vont fièrement porter nos vêtements, puis qui vont montrer à quel point c'est des vêtements mode et non maternité, même s'ils ont des principes de maternité, d'allaitement, puis qui vont... C'est ça. Donc, ils vont vraiment avoir le style qui va être différent. Puis, on veut justement mettre ça de l'avant sur nos plateformes avec nos ambassadrices. Sinon, toute l'expérience en magasin aussi va être mise puis dans notre contenu qui va être transparent, qui va montrer l'histoire de la femme en toute son authenticité, les bons côtés comme les mauvais côtés de la maternité. On veut montrer une constance dans nos contenus qui va être vrai. Puis we're also hopping on the trend of mom influencers that is happening right now around the world. We really want to show the true, real side of maternity, and we want to create a community that we're going to put in our platforms to create a bond between our clients and our ambassadors.
Merci. Moesha, tell us a little bit about marketing and communications for La Maison Nature.
So first of all, we are targeting the women aged between 35 and 55. and will mostly be on Instagram and Facebook since these are the platforms that they are using, but that does not mean that we cannot put our videos also on TikTok as it's a growing platform. It will help us to grow our community also because we don't want to be close to any other potential clients that we would have. And we'll also work with micro-influencers that will, like you saw Mode on our video, so we'll be working with them also. They will give us more visibility, and it doesn't cost much really to have a micro-influencer, so which is why we'll be working with them. And we talked about our project to them, and they seemed really thrilled about it. And we'll be working also, having press released. We'll be working with writers and bloggers also, such as La Presse, and I have a blank in French. But La Presse, and there was someone else, but I blinked. I'm blinking. And we will be also on shows in Montreal and Toronto, such as Souk, or another show that I'm blanking again because you're all staring at me. But we will be there for shows, and then also in our atelier at Anjou, we are inviting people to come to see what we're doing, to come to pick up their product, and also to see what we're doing because we want to be transparent. We don't just want to say stuff to them, we actually want to show them that we're making things done. There you go. No?
Sont bonnes, hein? Oui. Félicitations aux deux équipes. Thank you, Inder. Donc, 2 super projets. Oui. Maintenant, tu le sais, il faut que tu fasses un choix difficile. Est-ce que tu veux annoncer à notre audience qui tu choisis dans les 2 équipes?
This was really tough, and I feel like I've gotten close to both projects over the last couple of days. Ciela, great concept, very timely in terms of maternity, motherhood, what's going on these days. We all saw the Rihanna Vogue cover, which was, it's just very timely, and I think there's a lot of opportunity there. La Muse Nature, combining botany with design, is super interesting. I think it's a unique approach. And both of these concepts would have great potential in the business world. Having said that, I know we have to narrow it down, so we are going to move forward with Ciela.
Good job.
Congratulations.
Félicitations, Ciela. Merci beaucoup, Ender. On se revoit tantôt pour la finale. Donc, on va passer maintenant à notre prochaine expert, la deuxième de trois. Elle est directrice de la vente au détail avec plus de 18 ans d'expérience au Canada, aux États-Unis, au Royaume-Uni. Elle a fait ses preuves dans les ventes, les opérations, la planification de la croissance pour des marques de style de vie à travers plusieurs magasins. Accueillons maintenant Freddie Powers de Essence.
Hello. So I'll do mostly in French, but first, how you all doing? I can't hear you. How you doing? All right, that's better. Okay, so most people call me Freddie Powers more than Frédéric. It's a bit too long sometimes, but pour aller en français, il paraît qu'il faut que je vous dise un peu mon parcours, mon histoire, donc je vais commencer quand j'ai backpacké, quand j'avais 19 ans. Oui, j'ai l'air jeune, je ne suis pas si jeune, surprise. Je fais beaucoup de boxe, voilà. Mais avec ça, dans le fond, quand j'avais 19 ans, j'ai fait le tour du monde toute seule pendant 2 ans quand je ne parlais pas anglais. Donc, j'ai appris l'anglais on the spot. À ce moment-là, j'ai eu la piqûre pour physical retail. What is true store, the actual environment that you walk into a space and you really live the brand experience. Et par la suite, quand je suis revenue, j'ai étudié au Collège La Salle, donc j'ai été une d'entre vous, tous les étudiants, c'était moi. Il fut un temps. Par contre, j'étais dans l'équipe de Yolande, donc moi, j'ai bâti le stage et j'étais une fois l'introductrice, si on veut, d'un événement comme celui-ci. Et j'ai gradué en 2007. Et à ce moment-là, je travaillais temps plein au Urban Outfitters sur Sainte-Catherine. J'étudiais temps plein. Je marchais partout pour me rendre partout pour économiser mes sous le plus possible. Et il y a quelqu'un qui m'a inspirée. Et à ce moment-là, j'ai décidé que pour moi, je continuais ma journée dans le physical retail. Et depuis ce temps-là, j'ai travaillé 10 ans pour Urban Outfitters à ouvrir des boutiques à travers le monde et dont habité 2 ans en Angleterre. Par la suite, je suis revenue au Canada pour travailler pour Aritzia pour quelques années. Et ensuite, j'ai joint Club Monaco. J'ai été le Eastern Regional Manager pour Club Monaco. J'ai ouvert celui à Montréal qui est réouvert. Et donc, faire la fermeture, c'est au cours pour ceux d'entre vous qui ont connu la boutique au cours Montréal. Ensuite, j'ai aussi rajouté, si on veut, New York à mon territoire, qui aujourd'hui m'amène à travailler pour Essence, où j'ai ouvert la boutique au Vieux-Port. Et disons que ça m'a amené à explorer d'autres racines, si on veut, à bâtir tout le côté logistique, la stratégie commerciale, la stratégie créative, mais aussi toute l'infrastructure. C'est-à-dire qu'on a commencé avec 20 employés, puis en ce moment, on va se rendre environ une centaine d'ici les prochains jours. Donc, ça vous donne un peu une idée à quel point la croissance a été extrêmement rapide en seulement 4 ans. Aujourd'hui, ce que je fais, c'est que je suis responsable de, dans le fond, continuer de grandir le département du retail physique pour Essence, ce qui veut dire que non seulement je prends soin de l'emplacement qu'on a en ce moment, mais mon travail, c'est de trouver les futurs emplacements, mais aussi de débarrer des nouveaux revenus pour la compagnie de manière innovatrice. Donc, plusieurs surprises qui s'en viennent. Mais pour le moment, je pense qu'il y a quelque chose d'encore plus important, puis en fait, je suis vraiment très heureuse de vous présenter mes 2 équipes. Je ne sais pas si on est prêts. Oui, super. Good. Fait que vous allez voir les vidéos. Ils m'ont dit qu'il fallait que je m'assoie.
Make it simple, but significant. To simplify means to get back to basics. To start with one simple question, idea or statement, and then find the significance in that. Significance is memorable. Significance is a moment in time, yet timeless. And at its best, priceless. That is where significance starts. Focus on the simple. The simplicity of an idea, then a question, then this moment. You can be present with simple. Epsilon's products will serve a moment in time. They're able to be relevant to the impulses of the industry, but timeless owing to the engineering of the filaments and the overall construction process, which is cyclical and ecologically friendly. Simplicity of our offerings are proven. Epsilon is a manufacturing company which will be fully designing and marketing clothing to businesses using 3D printing technology and sustainable materials. 3D printing is nothing short of a new industrial revolution that also holds potential for major innovation in terms of economic models and on-demand production. 3D printing is synonymous with sustainability. The use of 3D printing in manufacturing can assist in waste reduction and nothing needs to be cut away. When applied to the apparel industry, using only 3D printing could drastically cut costs and change the way in which the industry manufactures clothing. 3D printers make the process of production faster than ever, and 3D printing means having a greatly simplified, highly responsive, and infinitely flexible supply chain. We are proud to present Epsilon's collection. These designs are inspired by the current fashion trends, including Spring-Summer 2023 color palette that will be appealing to the retailers that Epsilon desires to cater and work with. As for target market, we are highly motivated to work with Canadian retailers as we got positive feedbacks from brands presenting our concept. In future, we are planning to do mass production with companies such as Uniqlo and other international companies. In total, our communication strategies will come up to $3,300. That being said, we are planning to host and create webinars to educate our target market and audience about this new technology usage in the fashion industry. We will use our website to showcase our portfolio and provide prototyping samples as per request. We will also provide a section for consultation with clients and businesses. The funnel diagram will help us to achieve our goal to better educate businesses. We have divided our products into 4 categories. For each, we have compiled an average price and gross margin percentage that predicts our earnings for each category. Next is our sales projection, which shows the first year with an increase of 6% in sales leading up to the 5th. The fundings will consist of personal investment, bank loans, and angel investors. Make it simple, but significant.
Society opening up after the extended effects of the pandemic and our social lives coming back into fruition, it is high time for us to start rebuilding our closets. From the reopening of restaurants like Marcus to the weekend's latest tour dates, there is no shortage of events to attend in these next few months. But everything these days is so expensive, especially that YSL bag you've been eyeing for months. Inflation for every commodity good and service is up across the board, while working wages continue to be what they are. We're at an impasse. Truly, unique luxury goods have never been more coveted by young adults, as the prospect of social outings and social media captures are now decided currency of their own, unlocking unforeseen friendships, exotic adventures, employment opportunities, the list goes on. But what about those luxury goods that you do own, unused and unworn, sitting dust-covered in the back of your closet while you dream about purchasing your next high-end asset? Why not earn yourself some extra cash which you can then expend on the next drop? Do you want to expand your style with luxury goods but can't afford it? Do you feel burdened by your luxury products and are tired of keeping them tucked in your closet? You are not alone, and we're here to help.
Introducing Drift, an app-based luxury goods rental service committed to promoting the movement of authenticated pieces through active and local share economy methods. Drift's specialty is C2C, connecting consumer enthusiasts of luxury goods within a secure platform that facilitates a direct link between renters and rentees. Starting in Montreal, we aim to contribute to the circular economy within the luxury goods market. By renting, we are opening up alternative and innovative ways to shop high fashion without the major price tag. We want to remove the perceived exclusivity of brands like Louis Vuitton and YSL, while simultaneously offering more variety and independence to our users than is offered by Rent the Runway. This chart also helps promote a new kind of sustainability, wherein we give multiple homes to beloved luxury goods. While other luxury good rental companies do exist, they do not currently offer the kind of independence we see as being core to how we operate, nor offer the kind of variety and accessory pairings we believe would meet our local market needs.
Alors, comment fonctionne Drift? Les utilisateurs doivent avoir plus de 18 ans pour créer un compte. À partir de là, ils peuvent parcourir des options de vente ou choisir de créer leur propre espace de location. Toutes les transactions se font sur notre application et sur des comptes de crédit. We've indicated here our simplified shipping process for easy renting. When users sign up, they must agree to our terms and conditions as well. If they have any questions, we will have an FAQ available to help them, or they can contact us directly.
We will start by primarily focusing on renting out to our younger demographic composed of micro social media influencers and local socialites, as well as accredited young adults. Given the climb of all things digital and continued upswell of the secondhand market within the pandemic months, we are projecting 100,000 for this year, 300,000 third year, and 600,000 fifth year. We will be taking 15% from each user in the rental process for its total duration. Shown here is our projected sales goal achievement from year 1 to 5 and the expenses we will incur across this timeline. Our pricing strategy is made with the understanding that not every item listed will rent for the same price.
We will be able to achieve these numbers through our dedicated communication strategy, focused on Instagram and TikTok. We wish to utilize them to create a community aided by our hashtag #I'mDripped. We will also be putting up ads in nightlife lounges such as the acclaimed Bar George, as well as around these 4 metro stations, most often frequented by our renter and rentee demographic. Lastly, we will be collaborating with local evening wear boutiques during prom season and other high-profile events, as this is when we predict interest to be at its highest.
Let's get dripped.
Hello. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed the videos. I didn't get to introduce them, but now is the time. I'm super excited to welcome my 2 teams. All right, ladies, how you feeling?
Feeling very good and excited.
All right, well deserved. So this is your moment to shine. You got this.
Thank you.
So I really love them, unfortunately. Now it's your turn. Okay, so 5 questions. 5 questions. All right. Okay, so the first thing I really want to hear from both of you is please reaffirm what's your offering. Is it a service? Is it a business? What is it? Tell me.
Basically, Epsilon is a manufacturing company which will be fully designing clothing and marketing clothing to businesses using 3D printer and sustainable materials. We will be offering collections based on the demand of any business to the market, and yeah, that's it.
Excellent. And just tell the crowd your name.
My name is Mashid, and I'm from Epsilon.
There you go. All right.
Okay, well, I'm Katrina, and I'm from Dripped, and we are an app-based service application focusing on connecting luxury goods to clients at a much lower cost. We're completely C2C. We want our clients to be independent and able to list items and rent items at their leisure, while also offering them a variety that does not exist in the market right now, especially in Montreal.
Okay, so really 2 different things. Do you agree? All right. So now the next thing I really need to hear from both of you is, what's your value proposition? Can you please clarify, just make sure I really remember?
So my value proposition starts with sustainability. All of the materials we're using are sustainable. There's no waste in the fabric that we're using. And with the technology that it's evolving, we're using 3D printer, which is one of the important aspects of our company. And the last would be offering our clothing to the to the businesses. It will reduce the amount and time that has been used in the traditional supply chain. So that will help the supply chain to be simplified, and also the time that it's especially with COVID, everything is expensive, and the time of the transportation is not that fast. It will just help to reduce those times that it's also sustainable.
Okay. What about Drip?
So then our 2 main ones would definitely be that, first of all, we want to make luxury accessible for all. Like, we're really targeting a clientele that is a little bit younger, but they're going into interviews, they're graduating, they have events that they want to attend and they want to look the part. So this is giving them a chance to have those items, to build up their profile, to get their foot in the door in those networking events. And at the same time, we're making it very easy for them to do so. Since we're focusing on Montreal currently, we have same-day delivery, so you can browse the item at 3 p.m. and it'll be at your door by 3:30.
All right. Okay, that's fast. That's fast. Okay. 3 questions. So the next one, obviously, it's got to be a money question. So what's in it for your investors?
For my investors, based on our gross margin, which is 60%, we have a high return on investment, and the CAPEX, which is the capital inventory, will be low. So that is what is it in for our investors.
Now, for us, luxury rentals is a market that really has not been touched yet. So for our investors, they'd be becoming early adopters into a market that is bound to explode. I mean, we've really only seen luxury rentals in the US and the UK thus far, and they've been doing super, super well. So why not here in Montreal?
Okay, all right, it's not making it easy. So now, let's get down to the customers. What's in it for your clientele?
Perfect. So we're offering the product that will be 100% sustainable. It's going to be low cost, and it's going to be accessible in a short amount of time. And also, it's very flexible, the fabric and filaments that we're using. So our customers will have all three together.
Okay. So we actually have two demographics. We have renters and rentees. Renters will be focused on listing their items to rent. So what's in it for them is that they'll be able to finally make a return on their luxury goods investment. You know, a lot of them have these pieces that are super, super valuable, but they're just sitting in their closet, especially after COVID, like they had nowhere to go, and now it's like, well, what do I do with them? Well, we're providing them with an opportunity to make money back on something that they purchased, something that they love, and share it with the world. And at the same time, our rentees, like I mentioned before, they're going out, you know, they're building their profiles, they're networking, they have interviews. It gives them a chance to shop for luxury goods that they always wanted, but at a price that they can actually afford, because our items are listed at $70, $60, $80 per day. It's much more accessible for them, especially since like our clientele is around my age, you know, like a part-time job only goes so far.
That's well said. Yes, I remember those times. Definitely remember them. Okay, so my last question. Obviously, at the end of the day, everything you start from scratch is all about you. To the customers, of course, but essentially you start with pouring your heart out, pretty much what I'm doing right now, believe it or not. But so what's in it for both of you?
For me, basically, when I started this project, I was thinking that since the fashion industry and technology is evolving every day, it is important to bring new ideas to the fashion industry. Also considering sustainability, that is one of the important aspects right now in the whole world. I wanted to bring 3D printers in the fashion industry to make it accessible to everyone at low cost and in a fast production. Especially at COVID times, as I mentioned before, it is important to make sure that everybody's getting the latest trends that they can't really afford it in luxury market. So, as I said it in my video as well, make it simple but significant.
Well said. Wait.
So for us, like I said before, our rentees demographic, you know, they are around my age. They're about 18 to 35. And you know, me and my entire team, who I'm so blessed to work with, we don't like come from money or anything, but we want to look the part. We want to be able to show up to these events and be like, hey, I like feel like I belong here. So being able to provide a service like this that would help out people just like us as well, or even like influencers who are also just starting from the ground up, freelance stylists who are trying to build their portfolios, that opportunity it's really something you can't put a price on. You know, we want to be able to give back as much as, you know, we've gotten from even learning through this process. You know, it's all about making it the affordable dream closet.
Well said.
Great. Two great teams again. Wow. So I heard this was your last question. So you know what you have to do. Il faut choisir une des deux équipes pour l'équipe. Ton équipe, Freddie?
Yes, for my team. Okay, so it's actually real hard. Because you didn't see the work that goes behind that, but definitely you both, and I've also met the other team member from Dripped also, so congratulations. Like, it's a lot of effort, a lot of thinking, a lot of getting to know each other and learning how to work together. But, okay, so first, Mashid, congratulations, because definitely the concept is very different, and it's tapping into something completely innovative that will definitely get us to win something for the future, and really tap again into something that will bring everything we're living through COVID, through those times, into making it significant. And for Drift, I really appreciate the thinking of connecting every individual from any level, any background, whoever wants to have access to those items could. But these days, I have to say, I'm very much into innovative and building new technology. It's kind of my jam, so I'll go with it.
Thank you so much. Félicitations! Félicitations! Merci, Freddie! Merci, on se revoit tantôt.
Oui, tantôt.
On voit le pétillement dans les yeux, c'est beau à voir. Donc, on enchaîne avec notre troisième expert ce soir. Alors, il est partenaire de St. Woods, Apartment 200, Suwu, et d'un certain nombre d'autres entreprises. Il travaille dans le secteur de la mode depuis près d'une décennie, de l'organisation d'événements majeurs lors de la Semaine de mode de New York, de Paris, à la collaboration avec des marques mondiales, allant de Helmut Lang à Nike. Son expertise va du marketing expérientiel au développement de produits et à l'exécution de projets. S'il vous plaît, accueillez chaleureusement Zach Maklovich de St. Woods.
How's everyone doing today? Everyone's having a good time? Yeah. Okay, so as I said, my name is Zach Maklovich. I'm a serial entrepreneur born in Montreal, very proud to be from here. The businesses we own and the clients we work with tend to live between sectors of music, art, and fashion. And, you know, we work in a number of different sectors. We have bars and restaurants. We consult with some major brands. Recently launched a vodka. But today we're here to talk about fashion. So I'm going to talk to you guys quickly about our brand, St. Woods. St. Woods started off as literally as merch. We made T-shirts and hoodies for our parties that we would throw at bars and stuff like that. You know, close to 7 years later, I'm proud to say that we are sold around the world in major retailers, ranging from not just Essence and Holt Renfrew here in Canada, but also major brands in the United States like Webster and M.M. Meniere, as well as LNCC in Europe, as well as other European retailers, and some major players in Asia as well. So we're very proud about that. We've been worn by some pretty great artists and people out there, ranging from, you know, Justin Bieber and 2 Chainz, some really cool athletes like Stephon Diggs, and, you know, stuff like that. What else could I say about St. Woods? As was said earlier, we've done international collaborations with the like of Helmut Lang. We've been able to design our own Nike Air Force One, and I'm proud to say that that's just the start, and you guys are going to see some exciting stuff happening this year. So, why did I pick who I did for this wonderful E22? What's really important for me as an entrepreneur is brands and companies that are able to scale and that answer needs that are current and that can still grow after the fact. And I find that the two companies that or the two prospective companies that I've identified, I strongly feel have the opportunity to do real tangible growth and to, you know, turn into something that's that can impact the fashion industry as a whole, both locally and internationally. So, without further ado, I'd love to present my two teams. Cool.
The Agora consumer appreciates their clothes beyond what they are. By understanding each piece has a story to tell, made from honesty, hard work, and sustainable practices with future generations in mind. Our concept promotes fashion-forward yet mindful consumption to show you that you don't have to give up aesthetics for ethics. Simply put, we're an e-tailer that houses a curated selection of small brands and independent designers across Canada. Our platform seeks to actively support the creatives we work with by increasing their exposure rate significantly and providing a simple and accessible way for consumers to shop locally. Knowing that hyperlocalism within fashion is more relevant than ever, our entry into this existing market is therefore both an acknowledgement and endorsement of this change. We hope our platform can play a direct role in contributing to the Canadian slow fashion movement. Our approach to branding is reflective of the artistic and lighthearted nature of Agora and the overarching theme that perhaps less is more. Our target audience is largely made up of Gen Z and millennials. As digital natives, our consumers are heavily influenced by the media they consume, but above all, they are conscious of how they spend and invest their money, which translates to opting for quality over quantity. Knowing that our target consumer is an educated user, we opted for our website to be more of an experience than a lesson. They are already supportive of and knowledgeable on fashion initiatives, so from start to finish, their time spent on the website allows them to understand and appreciate who we are as a brand through a well thought out visual identity, while having the website be organized and efficient to navigate.
We will source all the brands featured on our website primarily through Instagram according to the following criteria. All brands are small and oftentimes have not yet obtained a large following or customer base. All products must be made in Canada, and each brand must actively implement sustainable practices into their business model. From this criteria, we will further our product selection to match a cohesive aesthetic that may be understood as unique, innovative, and expressive. The most unique aspect of our shoppable platform is our initiative that allows consumers to directly contribute to any partnered brand. The creator will receive 100% of the funds to further their growth. Digital advertising efforts will mainly be focused on Instagram through both organic and paid content. Paid content will include sponsored ads and stories, and organic content will be posted daily on our Instagram, showcasing behind the scenes of our business, editorial images, as well as lifestyle posts. Our big idea for both digital and out-of-home advertising is shop small, feel big. This plays on the idea that when people shop local, their money will have a big impact on the lives of those who receive it. For the week leading up to the launch, Agora will invest in a series of metro ads within the Montreal downtown core, including major stops such as Barrie-UQAM, Atwater, and Lionel-Garou. After the launch, we'll be focusing on out-of-home advertising using branded posters with a QR code that leads directly to our official website. These will be placed around the central and urban parts of Canada with the use of Publicité Sauvage.
To further create a sense of community with our consumers, we intend to host 2 to 3 pop-ups a year within Montreal. Our desire with these events will be to allow consumers to have an immersive shopping experience and potentially meet the creators that we work with. All of our carrier products will be purchased from our suppliers at cost price, with initial orders ranging from 10 to 30 units. We will then apply a markup of 75% to each product, reflective of our confidence in the effectiveness of our platform. This is reflective of our ability to meet consumer pricing expectations based on competitor price points, as well as our anticipated overhead budget needs. In our first year of business, we are forecasting $225,000 in sales and $65,000 in profit. We are also forecasting an increase of 25% for the upcoming 2 years as we plan to increase our marketing budget and PR promotional initiatives to expand our visibility and growth.
Ooh, make some noise. Yeah, that's Agora. Yeah. And the next group that I'd like for y'all to check out is Meta Me.
A world that knows no limits, completely unbound by the laws of gravity and reality. A place where imagination takes shape. A world built from dreams. A world that is now open for you to explore. Welcome to Meta Me. We are a metaverse shopping mall. It is a space that is a far cry from the linoleum floors and bright lights of malls past. This is a space where artistry is evident in every detail. Online shopping has never been easier and has never guaranteed a better fit.
Mission. Our company partners up with fashion brands to empower customers to shop in our virtual shopping mall and receive perfectly fitted garments to their doorstep.
Virtual fitting room technologies and animated avatars create a fusion of fashion and gamification. These avatars are exact replicas of you, your body, and dimensions, enabling you to find the perfect size before purchasing.
By helping consumers find the right sizing, MetaMe reduces the rate of returns for online retailers. This helps the environment by reducing CO2 emissions made by the transportation of returns, altogether providing a more sustainable shopping experience. Consumers can be more confident when making a purchase, thus improving a retailer's online conversion rate. The metaverse is a new territory that many are curious to explore, and it's a new way for people to interact with their favorite brands.
Virtual fashion is one of the most rapidly growing industries of our time. The rapid growth in this field makes this one of the most profitable places to invest. The metaverse is a new frontier, and everyone is racing to climb it first. Giants such as Gucci, Selfridges, Balenciaga, and Tommy Hilfiger already created digital garments. One of the critiques of metaverses such as Decentraland is that it's not visually appealing. While MetaMe is a world where artistry is evident at every turn.
Here are some examples of 3D environments. This is a prototype of the entrance into MetaMe. We created this 3D environment ourselves using Unreal Engine.
This is a possible virtual store for St. Roots that we created ourselves using Unreal Engine. To create our prototype, we need 3D environment artists, AI engineer, app developer, and 3D garment designers.
To become acquainted with our service, businesses can search information on our official website. They will be able to explore 2 options of subscription, Basic and Premium Plus, and choose a perfect friend terms for their business to join our metaverse. Our communication strategy focuses on building brand awareness and rapid user acquisition. We are planning to promote our metaverse on 3 platforms: Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok.
Our initial investment to develop the app is $300,000. Each year, we're going to reinvest 40% of our profit back into the business. In our first year, retail stores on the platform will sell a combined total of $12 million. We make a profit of 3.1% off every sale, leaving us with a net profit of just over $100,000 in our first year.
MetaMe is more than just a perfect fit guaranteed, it's a portal to a limitless reality.
Yeah. So, without further ado, I'd like to bring out Alicia from Agora and Riley from MetaMe. So knowing that we only have 5 seconds to get started, I'm not going to waste any time with intros. Let's get going. So first off, I'll start with you, Alicia, and the platform Agora. Knowing that you plan on launching in Montreal and that your focus originally will be on local brands and supporting emerging brands, how do you plan to expand after that?
So I think with Agora, the whole idea behind our business is that there's such a space in the market right now for supporting local, especially post-pandemic, and combined with seeing how detrimental the fashion industry is on the environment, we just see such a space for something like Agora to really make shopping local more approachable, more accessible. So for Agora, we are an online e-tailer, but we really are thinking in the future to develop an app to make it more accessible, and then we really want to do pop-ups, especially in the major 3 cities in Canada, in the near future, so Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver, but we see ourselves expanding so much further than just Canada-wide. We definitely see ourselves going into the market in places like New York, LA, London, and then beyond that, maybe just expanding even further in the future to something like an Agora France, so having it in other major countries where it would encourage people in France to shop local there. So we see Agora there's no limit, especially in this time.
And Riley, knowing that MetaMe is a primarily tech-based business, how do you plan on evolving as our relationship or our society's relationship with AR, VR, and the metaverse continues to expand?
So we have a variety of ways that we wish to evolve. So we want to innovate touch technology so that users can actually touch the garments and really get a feel for them. We also want to create our own 3D software. Right now, to create those environments, we used Unreal Engine. They take 5% of our profit, so we want to cut out the middleman, capitalize on that. And then we also want to install blockchain and develop our own cryptocurrency, as well as selling NFTs.
Great. So I'm going to go back to Agora now. I'm going to do a bit of this back and forth.
All right.
As much as Agora's curation is unique, there are other great creator markets out there. Can you talk a bit about who is some of your competition and why Agora is better?
I can. So our two main competitors that we see right now would be Depop and Etsy. They have grown and expanded so much, which is great, but at the same time, I feel like it is a little bit scary to shop on those places. It's a little bit overwhelming, and the market has grown for that type of platform so much, which is why we see Agora being so feasible. But with Agora, we have a very curated selection. It's very cohesive. When you go on Agora, you know the type of products that you're going to find, so it's really easy to find what you want. And we're also like hand selecting and being very selective of who we work with. We want to make sure that everyone that is on our website that we're selling their products, they are implementing sustainable practices, the quality's there, because it goes back to our whole kind of ethos of really having the slow fashion movement become something that like is so relevant and prevalent in the fashion industry. So, yeah.
Great. Okay. So Riley, how do you plan on raising the funding necessary to play in the tech sector, knowing that it can be a little pricey at times? And how do you see MetaMe evolving over the next 10 years?
Okay, so one thing that I want to say is that we're riding at the beginning of a new wave. The metaverse is the new gold rush. So we want to get there first, and we want to be key players within that field. A lot of people are investing in the metaverse right now. So in 2021, $10 billion of venture funding went into metaverse startups. And the market is predicted to be valued at over $1 trillion by the end of the decade. That being said, we'll have an easy time. Not an easy time, but we'll be able to find investors. It's a very promising place to invest. We want to raise our business to its peak and cash out.
Thank you for that. So Alicia, knowing that margins can be tight for emerging artists, how do you plan to finance your pop-ups as well as your online store without taking too much from your retail or your brand partners?
Well, I think, like as we said in our video, our target market, they're digital natives, so we know that they kind of like live, breathe online. So for us right now, we really want to focus on being an e-commerce website. It's also the most profitable way to start a business. It cuts a lot of cost, and we just feel like we would reach the people that we need to reach in that way. As I said, we want to do an app, and the pop-ups for us, we're not so much trying to spend too much on those and focus on that. We want to be digital, but also Agora we want it to be a community. We want it to be more than just buying products, because I think right now what we're seeing in fashion again is people need to buy into something more than just a material item, and we want to give people something more, like shop small, feel big. So for us, I think pop-ups are going to be always a thing, but we want to keep it digital as much as we can for a lot of reasons, but yeah.
Sounds good. And Riley, what partnerships do you hope to secure, both, let's say, within the fashion industry as well as outside of it, that will help, that will help launch your business and have it grow in the different tech and fashion sectors?
So at the beginning, we'll be working with businesses that already have an interest in the metaverse and already have digital assets. We definitely want to dive into the luxury fashion segment and work with brands such as Balenciaga, Alexander Wang. We also want to go into the gaming world and be able to have our avatars exported into all video games, as well as possibly bringing in a game into our metaverse as a promotion. And then, especially at the beginning, we will be focusing on partnering with brands that cater to a younger target audience, as we think that they will be able to adapt our technology a little bit faster and then get everyone else on the wave.
Sounds good. We went a bit faster than we thought we would, so I'm going to ask a couple questions off top right now to see how this goes. Yeah, I think I'm judged before, and it's a little nerve-wracking.
It's okay.
We're good?
I think we got a lot of
We got
information.
a lot of info. We moved quick up here.
Way
You know we're flying.
2 great teams again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We really did.
So for the 3rd time, I'm repeating, you'll have to choose only one of the 2.
Only one of the 2. Well, first, I'd like to say quickly why I like both of these ideas. Is hopefully we can, keep it as positive as we can here. So with MetaMe, obviously there's the opportunity to scale, and with the current trends that we're seeing with technology and the way it's integrating in the different parts of our lives, it was something that was very interesting to me. And I really felt that the ability to use the Unreal Engine and the way that you guys actually built the tangible stores that you're talking about was incredibly impressive for a final project for school. So that was really amazing. And when it comes to Agora, what I thought was really amazing was that I truly feel that, especially in Montreal, there is an incredible group of young fashion designers and creators that are doing things that I'm not seeing everywhere else in the world. And as much as we do have great retail here in Montreal, I don't necessarily see them supported as much as I would like. I know that I find, every time I find a new one of those brands, I'm I can't believe I didn't know this existed yet. Why isn't there a platform that's just going to show me these amazing people? So that's why I chose these 2 brands. And as much as I don't want to be mean to anybody, I'm going to have to choose MetaMe as my favorite choice.
You deserve
I love
it.
you. I love you.
So much. You deserve it so much.
Congratulations.
Yours is also amazing. Thank you. Okay,
Félicitations. Félicitations aux 2 équipes. Merci beaucoup, Zach. On se revoit très bientôt. On va enchaîner. Alors là, on a une surprise. Right? You heard it well. We have a surprise for you tonight. So you may remember originally we had 16 teams and we met with 6 of them tonight. Well, we have a special mystery guest that wanted to look at the 10 remaining teams to see if something would impress him and maybe integrate one other team in the final, so a 4th team. So laissez-moi vous présenter notre expert ce soir qui nous fait une grande surprise et un honneur de l'avoir. Il a été juge pendant de nombreuses années à Entreprise. Vous l'avez sûrement déjà vu. Sa connaissance du marché est vraiment hors pair. Accueillons un des piliers des premiers jours qui relance aujourd'hui une marque emblématique de la mode montréalaise. À toi l'honneur, Franco Rocky de la nouvelle association Suzy Shear Le Château.
Bonsoir. Donc, mon nom est Franco Rocky. J'étais juge à Entreprise pour plusieurs années dans le passé, toujours comme membre de l'équipe Le Château. Aujourd'hui, je suis toujours partie de l'équipe Le Château, mais c'est Le Château Suzy. Et je vais prendre 2 minutes pour expliquer très vite qu'est-ce que s'est passé avec Le Château, parce que qu'est-ce que s'est passé, c'est bon pour non seulement Le Château et pour Suzy, mais pour Montréal, l'économie de Montréal et pour tous vous autres aussi, qui vous êtes à Montréal. Donc, Le Château, fondé en 1959, a grandissé chaque année. Nouveaux magasins, plus de ventes, plus de magasins, plus de magasins, plus de ventes. Et on est arrivé dans les années 2000 avec 240 magasins de Sydney, Nouvelle-Écosse, à Kamloops, Colombie-Britannique. On avait 9 magasins sur la rue Sainte-Catherine entre Alexis Nyon et Blurry. Mais 240 magasins dans l'époque de commerce digital était trop. Et en 2015, on a commencé une campagne de fermer la moitié des magasins, d'aller de 240 à 120. C'était difficile, fermer la moitié des magasins, mais on l'a fait. On est arrivé à janvier 2020 et c'était la mission accomplie. Janvier 2020. L'avenir était brillant. Après 2 mois, COVID, fermeture des magasins, fermeture de tout. Mariage, bal de finissant. On a essayé d'endurer, mais c'était trop. Mais la dernière année de Le Château, il y avait beaucoup d'intérêt des parties pour acheter la marque. le nom. Et il y avait à la fin trois compagnies qui voulaient la marque. 2 étaient américaines de New York qui auront vu la marque déménager de Montréal. Et un était Suzy, aussi fondée à Montréal. Et Suzy a gagné à la fin. Suzy a gagné à la fin. Ils ont gardé le siège social à Montréal. Ils ont embauché beaucoup de monde de le château. Et puis, on a ouvert la semaine passée 37 nouveaux magasins, le château. Donc, and we're hiring, so hit us up. Maintenant, pour l'équipe que j'ai choisie, j'ai regardé tous les projets, vous étaient tous magnifiques, mais il y avait un vraiment qui stood out. C'était le seul et unique Maison Bonkers. Donc, je vous invite à venir ici. Bonjour, bonjour. But no. Est-ce que vous avez un micro ou... I need to get... Okay, go get your mic.
Attends, je peux parler? On peut-être, Franco, on pourrait... vous avez remarqué, les équipes ne savaient pas qui allait gagner.
Vidéo,
ça a été une surprise pour l'équipe, donc c'est totalement improvisé ce qui se passe ce soir. Puis pendant qu'on met le micro, on va écouter la vidéo.
Parfait.
C'est bon?
Excellent.
OK, on y va.
Decorating Golden Rule. Live with what you love. There is no denying that the North American mass consumer market has embraced minimalism when it comes to the approaches to interior home decor. But in the long run, will variants of white, gray, and other lackluster neutrals bring joys to consumers' lives?
Maison Bonkers is here to overthrow the colorless design and no color trends by producing bodily expressive and joyous homeware items that are the outcome of a unique upcycling initiative involving ethnic luxury fashion fabrics. We believe that your home should be infused with bold patterns, saturated colors that positively excite the mood, boost motivation, and represent the more expressive realities of life. Sari translates to strip of cloth in Sanskrit. However, for most women of Southeast Asia, it is a symbol of cultural elegance. Almost all women in my home country, Sri Lanka, have owned, worn, or purchased a sari, reserved for special occasions such as weddings. These saris are made of stunning silks, viscoses, georgettes, and taffetas. They have the boldest prints, embroidery, colors, and luxuriously intricate details, but sadly are only worn a couple of times. We've noticed a lot of upcycling trends, but found that there is a lack of commitment to preserving these magical, celebratory textiles.
Our luxury saris will be sourced from Colombo, Sri Lanka, and will be shipped to Canada through DHL Express. Upon arrival, the fabric will go through a professional cleaning process. Once clean, our textiles are brought to the cutting table, measured and sewn with care. We are proud to say that all of our products are handmade with love on the island of Montreal. Once an order is received and is ready to be shipped, we go through our packaging process. All of our packaging sources comply with our eco-friendly goals.
Our first collection evokes maximalism at its best. Lots of colors, painterly prints, rich textures, Maximal Fiesta embodies a genuine sense of exuberance. Maison Bonkers also has a commitment to give back to the community through donations which will be achieved with the selling of our products. Nuances of fine art, architecture, literature, fashion, and design are of interest to our prospective clientele. They seek unique items that set them apart from what is sold at large.
Our website will be powered by Shopify. The design is optimized to promote brand identity. For communications, we have established a 5-year projection plan and it would take 25% of the gross profit. In the first year, we expect to build a social media presence and join marketplaces such as Buy POC and the Bake Marketplace.
In year 3, we aim to launch campaigns on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. We also want to launch Airbnb campaigns with homeowners to do product placement. In year 5, we plan to go big and do a creative guerrilla marketing campaign at Place des Arts. In our finance projections, you can see that because of our upcycling and in-house production, our gross margin is significantly high. So are you ready to let boring go? A bientôt, Montreal.
Maison Bonkers.
Hello,
Hi. Your name?
I'm Anjum.
Anjum.
Yes,
So you had me at Bonkers.
yes.
And the name is fresh, it's exuberant, it's non-predictable, it's disruptive. So tell us about how you landed on Bonkers.
So I'm a crazy artist. I don't follow trends. I don't follow rules. I just love art. So art is never to be explained. So Maison Bonkers is not to be explained.
Fantastic. Great answer. And we'll get to the main project, but what I loved about Maison Bonkers is precisely what you just said, that it doesn't follow, it leads, it's disruptive, it goes against the grain, and that's how history is made, by people who are willing to take that position against the norms.
Yes.
And the whole idea of maximalism and color explosion reminds me when I first went to Europe and I'd studied medieval times where the slate grays and browns, and then you walk into the Sistine Chapel and it's an explosion of color.
Yes.
And you know that something changed, something transformative happened. Okay, so a couple of questions. The first one will be a little tough. Okay?
I'm ready.
Okay, cool. So I've seen in my lifetime the sort of Eastern influence come in my younger days when the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper, Maharishi, and at that time, some of these prints moved into popular culture, but as a budget home decor strand. So a typical student apartment would be planks of wood with bricks to put your books on, a macrame, a plant holder with a fern in it, some bamboo furniture, and some of these pillows tossed around.
Yeah.
So how do you see changing the mindset of people to evolve towards more an appreciation of something that's luxury and delightful?
So our brand is focusing on sustainability as well. And we are actually upcycling a sari. I'm from Sri Lanka, and I'm representing my culture. So I want people to know that these saris are luxurious saris. They're not cheap to begin with.
They look beautiful.
Yeah, they worn once or twice to a wedding, and then it ends up in a landfill. So I'm here to bring this beautiful fabric to the world and share it, even though it may have not been looked at before.
Fantastic. One thing I couldn't quite get from the presentation is, what are the price points for either a pillow or a lampshade? Can you take us through the...
Yes, so we are a niche luxury homeware product. Everything is handmade in Montreal by myself and my teammate. And the price would be close to $100 for a big cushion. We have our wall hangers, which will go for around $200. And we also are very happy to tell you that 50% of our profits will always be donated to help animals and people.
50%. That's again, a pretty bold commitment there. And take us through who would carry this product. How would a customer who's willing to spend that money, how would they find your product? How would you bring your product to them?
Of course. So we plan to maybe get into stores like Indigo and Holt Renfrew as well as whole run-through marketplace and things like that. So we want to really target specific stores. We also have our e-commerce website, which we'll do our e-com marketing, and we'll really get it out there. We're also going to do a lot of guerrilla marketing, which not many people do. So I invented like a claw machine. Everybody knows the ones that get the teddy bears. You never get them. But so it'll be the claw machine with like our pillows. So we really want to just do new, interesting stuff.
Fantastic. Well, I see I'm down to my last minute. But again, I want to take this opportunity to commend you for the vision and the courage and taking an idea that's not necessarily normative and going with it. And for that, I applaud you. Fantastic. It looked brilliant. It looks beautiful. And I thank the judges for leaving you for me to pick.
Thank you for believing in me.
Bravo. Bravo, Maison Bunker. Thank you so much, Franco. Great surprise.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, we'll see you in a few minutes. Donc, vous avez maintenant découvert les 4 équipes qui s'en vont en finale ce soir. Et c'est vous, tout à l'heure, qui allez choisir le grand gagnant de E22. Alors, tout ça est très excellent et on va maintenant passer à une autre partie de la soirée pendant qu'ils discutent en coulisses et ce qui se prépare à la grande finale. Donc, on va poursuivre avec les prix de reconnaissance individuelle. Alors, vos proches ont la chance de gagner des prix pour s'être démarqués durant l'année. Alors, la première bourse qu'on voudrait offrir, c'est des gens qui se sont démarqués au Collège La Salle, bien sûr, et avec l'aide de nos partenaires, nos précieux partenaires, nous aimerions les souligner de leur excellence dans divers domaines. Vous allez voir, on a différentes catégories. Alors, la première bourse, c'est le prix d'excellence académique. Alors, ça se dit par lui-même. Donc, à chaque année, le Collège souligne la performance d'un finissant qui se démarque par son succès académique. Tout au long de leur parcours au collège, ces étudiants ont su maintenir une moyenne exceptionnelle et ils terminent leurs études collégiales avec une cote R les plus élevées de la cohorte de 2022. Alors, les nommés du prix d'excellence académique sont Naomi Frenette, Alicia James et Karine Zakarian. Alors, accueillons Madame Kelly Chase de la compagnie Ardennes à venir nous annoncer la grande gagnante.
Bonsoir tout le monde. Mon nom est Kelly Chassé et je suis designer pour Ardennes. Il y a 13 ans, j'étais dans la même position que les élèves ce soir. Je graduais du Collège La Salle en mode. Ça a été une super première étape dans ma carrière et j'espère que vous avez tous profité autant que moi de votre expérience et je vous souhaite beaucoup de succès pour votre future carrière. C'est super inspirant. Bravo pour vos projets ce soir aussi, vraiment un beau travail. Ardennes est fière de continuer sa collaboration avec le Collège La Salle et de ce soir de sponsoriser la bourse d'excellence. Et la grande gagnante est Naomi Frenette.
Félicitations. Merci beaucoup, Kelly. Merci à Ardennes aussi. Merci. Donc, il y a une deuxième bourse. Alors, la prochaine bourse encourage et met en lumière les finalistes qui désirent poursuivre des études supérieures à l'automne prochain. Toute l'équipe souhaite en profiter de ce forum, de cette vitrine, pour encourager les finissants à toujours croire à leurs ambitions et à poursuivre leur route. Merci à toutes celles qui ont soumis leur candidature. Je vous souhaite du succès dans la continuité de votre parcours académique. Encore une fois cette année, nous sommes heureux d'avoir 2 partenaires, le groupe Dynamite et Recrutement Prestige, qui partagent la vision du collège et offrent chacun une bourse de 1 000 $ aux récipiendaires. Alors, laissez-moi vous présenter les nommés des 2 bourses d'études supérieures. Il y en a plusieurs, il y en a 7. Donc, je commence. Nazgol Bolouri, Sarah Diane Schwartz, Naomi Frenette, Estelle Lamarche, Morgane Lavallée, Juliane Marquis-Fonseca et Faye Martin Perron. Alors, maintenant, accueillons Chelsea Solari du groupe Dynamite pour vous annoncer la première des deux gagnantes.
Hi everyone, my name is Chelsea Solari. I'm here representing Group Dynamite and very excited to be here. We're presenting the Bourse d'études supérieures. So first and foremost, congratulations to all of you. This was an insane thing to watch. You guys are super talented and congratulations on your graduation today. So I'm here as a merchant for Garage. So at Group Dynamite, we really believe in the continuous growth of our team members. So that's why this bursary is perfect for us. We're here to support and assist in your continuing education. So congratulations. We wish you so much success and hope to reconnect sometime in the future. So I'll announce the winner now. So the winner is Nazgul Bolori. Congratulations.
Little picture. Yeah.
Oh, picture. Perfect.
Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you to Groupe Dynamite. You can leave to that door. Yes. Accueillons maintenant Nadia Signore de la compagnie Prestige Recrutement et qui a été alumnus du Collège de la Salle en 2005, à venir annoncer la gagnante de la deuxième bourse d'études supérieures. Donc, Nadia.
Hello everyone, I'm Nadia Signore. I'm a recruitment director at Prestige Recruitments. And for the last 10 years, we've been helping new graduates and teaming up with fashion businesses across the country in helping to find great candidates and support professionals in the field. Prestige Recruitment is super happy to help those who wish to pursue higher education programs. And for this reason, we're honored to share a continuing education bursary for our winner. And the winner is Julianne Marquis Fonseca. Congrats, Julianne.
Petite photo. Super, félicitations. Merci beaucoup, Nadia. Donc, merci à nos deux partenaires, le groupe Dynamite et Recrutement Prestige. Et bravo à nos deux gagnantes. Bravi, on devrait dire. Et maintenant, le corps professoral souhaite mettre en lumière deux étudiantes du programme de mode. En premier, une finissante du programme de commercialisation de la mode qui s'est démarquée en fonction des critères suivants tout au long de son cheminement collégial. Son esprit d'équipe, sa détermination, son positivisme et son évolution personnelle. Les nommés du prix d'excellence de la faculté du programme de commercialisation de la mode sont, il y en a 3, Naomi Frenette, Estelle Lamarche et Morgane Lavallée. The fashion marketing faculty would like to shed light on a graduate who has excelled in the following areas over the past 3 years: team spirit, dedication, positivity, and personal growth. The Faculty Award of Excellent nominee for the Fashion Marketing Program are Paula Andrea Cortez Meya, Sarah Diane Schwartz et Stefana Rivera. Accueillons maintenant Madame Christina Simanella du groupe Kershey à venir annoncer les gagnantes.
Bonsoir tout le monde. Mon nom est Christina Simanella. Je suis directrice personne et culture du groupe Kershey Group. Très contente d'être parmi vous ce soir afin de supporter et de célébrer ces étudiants qui ont travaillé tellement fort au cours de cette année. Donc, félicitations à vous tous. Vous êtes fantastiques. So, you know, the Kershey Group has actually been supporting LaSalle College at Enterprise since 2018. Really happy to continue to do so. We've taken on many interns throughout the years and actually have many employees that work with us today that are graduates from LaSalle College. So I can personally, tell you how incredible the talent that comes from LaSalle College is. And I'm extremely proud to present 2 awards tonight. So let's see who they are. The first. Estelle Lamarche. And the second, Stefania Riviera.
Congratulations. Maybe just look at the camera for a picture. Super. Merci. Merci, Christina. Merci au groupe Kershey. Alors, nous souhaitons clore ce segment avec le prix annuel Alumnus d'excellence à une ancienne diplômée du programme de Fashion Marketing. Celle-ci est une immense source de fierté pour le collège depuis sa graduation en 1996. Écoutons maintenant son ancien professeur, Yolande Nessette, survoler son parcours professionnel.
From LaSalle's fashion marketing program in 1996, Deja moved to New York to attend a prestigious Fashion Institute of Technology, thanks to a scholarship from la Fondation de la Mode de Montréal. At FIT, she received a Bachelor of Science degree in Marketing and Communications. Her internship at a top fashion PR agency in New York led to a full-time position where she cut her teeth in fashion show management, celebrity dressing, and media pitching. In 2001, Brill Communications was born, and so the story begins. Till 2010, Deja managed the front of house for Toronto Fashion Week, oversaw high-profile beauty, fragrance, and fashion brands, while also teaching PR at the International Fashion Academy. In 2010, the agency grew and relocated to a beautiful brownstone in the heart of Toronto's entertainment district, where they remain today. Career highlights include award show and premiere dressing, Victoria's Secret runway shows, Toronto Fashion Week, to name just a few, and numerous press trips to Europe and the US. Key clients include Echo, Rimowa Express, Longchamp, Marc Jacobs Beauty, Oliver Goldsmith, Danier, Esprit, Tristan, and Woodpecker. In 2017, Deja pivoted the agency's focus to include social media content creation and management for her brands. You may have seen Deja and her team hard at work dancing and memeing on TikTok, sharing videos on industry tips and trends. Deja leads the Brill Communications agency by example, never asking anyone to do a job that she wouldn't do herself, and is always ready to dive in when needed. She's a dedicated publicist, living by the code to never waste ink on yourself when it could go to a client. It is with immense pleasure and personal pride that I joined the E22 team in presenting the Alumni Award of Excellence to Deja Halpin-Brill from the class of 1996.
Bonjour, Collège La Salle. I hope everyone's having an amazing time tonight. Congratulations to all of you graduates of the 2022 class. You made it through. Pat yourself on the back and go out and rock this world. I can't believe it's been 25 years since I was in your seat, and that's why I'm feeling so humbled and honored tonight to receive this Alumni Award. I have some thank yous to make, and firstly, I'd like to thank Yolande Nesseth. Thank you, Yolande, for being my biggest supporter throughout my career. I cannot wait to give you a huge hug when you come to Toronto next month with your students. I'd also like to thank Nicole Boldelot for taking me under her wing and mentoring me and showing me all the inner workings of the fashion industry. And lastly, I'd like to thank Collège La Salle for building the foundation for me to build my business, my networks, my dearest and closest friends. Thank you. I have a takeaway for you graduating students. Always remember to be kind, to stay true to yourself, to work really hard, and to smile. And you'll rock anything. Merci, 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 from the bottom of my heart.
Congratulations, Dizia. So, LaSalle College is so proud of its thousands of graduates that have contributed to the fabric of the fashion industry, both locally and across the globe. One alumnus that the Collège would like to extend a special thanks to tonight is Kim Mendelsohn, founder of Kim & Co. Year after year, this infomercial mogul always takes the time to stop and share her boundless energy and generosity with our graduate. Merci, Kim. Donc, félicitations à toutes les lauréates ce soir qui se sont vues décerner une bourse. Vous devez être fiers de vos accomplissements. Vous êtes des jeunes femmes remarquables et des modèles à suivre. Alors, on est presque arrivé au moment tant attendu de la soirée, mais avant, j'ai le mandat de vous présenter l'équipe qui est derrière la réalisation de l'événement ce soir. C'était une belle soirée, n'est-ce pas? Très professionnelle. Ils ont donc travaillé très fort tout au long de l'année, surmonté les obstacles devant eux pour réaliser leurs rêves et créer un événement qui est vraiment inoubliable, en présentiel en plus, pas évident en cette période d'incertitude. Alors, je vous les présente tous. Donc, de l'équipe Finance et Partenariat, Estelle Lamarche, Stéphania Rivera. De l'équipe de logistique, Maria Fernanda Cristerna Santos, Naomi Frenette. De l'équipe des communications, Brooke Cloquet, Sarah Schwartz et Faye Martin-Perron, qui a son fan club ce soir. De l'équipe graphisme et visuel, Karine Zakarian et Stéphanie Battista Lavigueur. Quelle belle équipe, félicitations, et je vous laisse vous annoncer la suite. Merci.
We would like to thank all the grads once again to have made this event possible. Despite the various obvious challenges, we are very proud as a team to have persevered and provided you with this opportunity to shine. Together, we've spent endless days on Teams meetings, followed by many late nights, making sure that no details were overlooked in the production of this event. Thank you to my E22 colleagues who have made this whole experience so inspiring and one that I will truly remember forever. A special thank you to Yolande Nesseth and Andrew McNally, our mentors, who have supported us throughout this entire journey and have given us the necessary tools and confidence to take flight into our future careers.
Thank you, Brooke. Nous tenons à remercier également tous nos professeurs, du fond du cœur. Sincèrement, merci. On ne serait pas sur cette scène ce soir. Après 2 ans devant nos écrans à suivre beaucoup de cours en ligne, c'est un réel plaisir de pouvoir choisir nos tenues pour ce soir parmi la nouvelle collection Le Château dans les boutiques Suzy Shear. Merci infiniment, Franco Rocky et Suzy Shear Le Château, pour cette gentillesse. Nous arrivons déjà au moment clé de la soirée, le moment tant attendu, où vous, le public, ici et à la maison, vous êtes invités à voter pour votre équipe coup de cœur. J'invite mes consoeurs Stéphania Rivera et Faye Martin-Perron à vous accompagner dans le processus du vote pour le meilleur concept d'affaires de E22.
Donc, dans quelques secondes, Debbie Zakaï va sortir sur le stage et on va faire le vrai vote. C'est entre vos mains de voter pour le prix du meilleur concept d'affaires entre les 4 équipes finalistes, Team Ender, Team Freddy, Team Zach et Team Franco. C'est super simple, on va juste vous expliquer un petit peu comment ça fonctionne parce que lorsque le vote est entamé, vous avez 60 secondes pour élire l'équipe que vous pensez devrait gagner. Donc, vous allez commencer par sortir vos téléphones. Vous pouvez le faire. Une fois que votre téléphone est sorti, vous allez pouvoir envoyer un texte au 67307. Donc, rentrez dans le numéro 67307. Une fois que ça, c'est fait, vous n'avez rien qu'à texter E22. Automatiquement, ça va vous inscrire pour le vote. Et suite à ça, plus tard, quand Debbie va être sortie avec les 4 équipes de finalistes derrière elle, vous allez pouvoir écrire soit 1 pour Team Inder, 2 pour Team Freddy, 3 pour Team Zach et 4 pour Team Franco.
All right, so shortly you will be able to vote for your favorite business concept of the night. So just a little reminder, you will have 60 seconds to place your vote. By doing so, we're going to start by getting out your phones out. I see most of you do already, so that's great. You're just going to write a text to 37607 and send in a text message saying E22, and then you will be able to place your votes once Debbie comes out and announces it. So team 1 will be for Team Betty. Sorry, number 2, I meant not team 2. Number 2 will be for Team Freddy. 3 will be for Team Zach, and 4 will be for Team Franco. Okay, well, I will invite Debbie back onto the stage. So just...
Merci,
ouais.
C'est parfait. C'est bien expliqué. Merci beaucoup. Donc, je vous souhaite une belle soirée, bonne chance, puis je vous invite à aller derrière. Alors... C'est presque le temps de voter. J'ai vu que vous avez sorti vos téléphones. Donc, avant de voter, j'aimerais inviter pour la dernière partie nos 4 experts et les 4 équipes finalistes à venir devant. Ils vont devoir vous convaincre de choisir leur équipe. Alors, on commence par Franco avec Maison Bunkers. Ensuite, l'équipe Zach avec Métamé. Wouhou! Maintenant, l'équipe Freddy avec Epsilon. Ici. Et finalement, l'équipe Betty avec Ciela. Peut-être Ender te mettre devant, peut-être monter un peu en arrière pour vous, puis Ender en avant ici, parfait. Donc, peut-être te mettre ici Freddy, ici Zach, Franco, parfait. Alors, là, c'est un moment vraiment le fun. C'est un des derniers moments de la soirée. Alors, je vais vous inviter à dire un dernier mot pour que l'audience sache pourquoi vous voulez qu'ils votent pour votre équipe. Alors, on va commencer avec toi, Ender.
Well, first of all, I think we can all agree that everybody's a winner here tonight. All 16 concepts have been truly amazing. We're all very impressed. Having said that, I do believe that Team Ciela really embodies what it takes to get a business off the ground, from sustainability to design to marketing. So obviously, I'm going to say go Team Betty. Vote number 1.
Super. Donc, l'équipe numéro 1, Team Betty. L'équipe numéro 2 maintenant.
Okay, I hear ya. Je t'entends. But here, we have someone fantastic. Here is true passion, scalability, technology, and innovation. Donc, juste pour le fun, je vais le dire en français. On parle de passion. Je vais ajouter commitment, technology, je suis supposée le dire en français. Croissance, et finalement, c'est écologique. Mais sincèrement, elle a tout bâti from scratch et son plan fait du sens et n'oubliez pas, le margin est 60%. Donc, le retour sur l'investissement est là et définitivement avec le COVID, c'est une bonne solution. So go Team 2. Numéro 2. Louder!
Epsilon, team numéro 2. Maintenant, l'équipe numéro 3, Zach, à ton tour.
All right, I'm not going to be as nice as everybody else because we're a little competitive up here. But
We are.
the reason why I chose this team was I just like if you look at the quality and the amount of work that they put into their presentation. For those of you who aren't familiar with like developing videos like that or creating avatars, that is like something that like people, you can go on this side if you want. Yeah, all good. No, that's actually just incredibly difficult. And when I witnessed that and kind of, I got really excited to speak to them. And the last little thing I'll say is I made a mistake. So when we were doing our kind of conversations together, I absolutely grilled these ladies. Like I was savage with them. And I asked them all these really intense questions about tech and financing and how are you going to do this? And this seems unrealistic. How are you going to flip it? And within 6 hours, I got one of the most in-depth emails I've ever received in my life. And that kind of commitment and that kind of attention to detail is something that I can't help but respect. And I wish I had that much drive when I was, finished in school. So vote for Team 3, put it up, and let's get that win. You know what I'm saying?
Your turn, Franco, for Team 4.
Yes. So unlike the other teams, I just met Anjem a few minutes ago in front of you all. So we didn't have time to prepare. However, in a competition like this, in the end, it's not about the shoe, the dress, or the earring. It's about the vision and the courage and the audacity. And in my opinion, Anjem is the one person who soared above everyone else by taking a position that did not conform, did not comply, but rather stood out against the grain and had the courage to speak her point, make it a beautiful presentation. And for that, I encourage all of you forward. Staff of champions.
Donc, 1, 2, 3, 4. Donc, chers étudiants, vos efforts ont porté fruit. Alors, l'équipe et le Collège La Salle est très fiers de vos accomplissements durant les 3 dernières années. Une mention spéciale aussi à l'équipe de E22 qui a travaillé très fort pour la réalisation de l'événement. Vous les avez rencontrés tout à l'heure et sans eux, rien n'aurait été possible ce soir. Donc, congratulations again to all the winners tonight. Merci également à nos 4 experts. Inder, Freddy, Zach et Franco. Merci de votre implication. Ça demande du temps. Bien sûr, c'est bénévole et c'est des beaux partenariats. Donc, merci d'avoir été là et d'offrir à la relève à la prochaine. Donc, to thank our experts for their amazing work tonight, Betty Studios is offering each of you, all the experts, a wonderful bag sustainably made in Montreal from materials that were destined for landfills. Et pour nous tous, Betty Studios nous offre un code promotionnel jusqu'au 31 mai de 30% de rabais. Merci beaucoup à Inder et Betty Studios. Donc, des beaux cadeaux. So thank you so much also to Quebec designer and Collège La Salle alumnus, Claudette Floyd, for my beautiful gown tonight. So I invite you to go see her website, Claudette Floyd. And you'll find the links to both of these companies in your E22 interactive souvenir program tonight. Donc, êtes-vous prêts? On y arrive, presque l'apéro aussi après. Donc, l'équipe qui remportera le meilleur concept d'affaires E22 se verra offrir un chèque de 1 000 $ de l'Association générale étudiante du Collège La Salle. Alors, c'est le moment de partir le chronomètre. Vous avez 60 secondes. You have 60 seconds to vote. On part le chronomètre. Donc, sur votre téléphone, l'équipe, quelle équipe qui va gagner? On peut entendre.
Number 2!
It started. Please vote. You can vote too. Go, go, go. They're busy voting. That's why they're not yelling.
Can we vote twice?
Let's vote 4 times. Number 2! Yes, number 2, let's go!
Let's go!
Il reste 10 secondes, c'est très serré. Go, go, go! Équipe Betty! Woo!
Congratulations!
l'équipe Berry, l'équipe numéro 1. Ciela, félicitations. Je vous souhaite une bonne soirée. On se revoit l'année prochaine. Good night, everyone. See you next year. Merci beaucoup. Merci. Thank you, Zach.
Wait, okay. I think about graduating, even though it's scary, it's also like a whole new chapter in our lives.
C'est l'inconnu, mais c'est l'excitement aussi. Mais je me sens vraiment prête à aller sur le marché du travail.
Dans 5 ans, je me vois épanouie en vivant les plus beaux moments de ma vie.
Today we hosted our graduation photo shoot and we asked the graduates a couple of questions on where they see themselves in the future and how their industry has impacted them.
In 5 years, I hope to be successful in whatever I'm doing.
Working abroad, to be a buyer.
En train de faire du développement de produits pour une entreprise de vêtements techniques.
Living in Vancouver.
Owning a marketing agency.
I want to move back home to Egypt.
I would love to be teaching young girls how to love themselves, to be in the work field and finally doing what I like.
Pursuing my dream as a successful professional in the fashion industry.
Rich and living my best life.
Je me vois très fière d'où je suis rendue dans mon progrès.
Je veux être heureuse dans qu'est-ce que je fais.
I'm planning to become a marketing director.
I want to own a business and I want to skateboard every day.
Je me vois comme enseignante au primaire en 2e année. Working in Europe in a luxury brand.
Dans une compagnie en tant que directeur marketing.
Working pretty much my dream job, maybe as a stylist.
Bald, skinny, rich, and a little bit of a bitch.
Traveling different countries. Be rich and successful.
Je me vois aussi travailler pour ma propre compagnie que je vais vouloir partir un jour.
Because my background is in fashion design, so I felt like to complete it, I had to do fashion marketing.
The happiest moments were when I got dressed up and just felt confident what I was wearing.
My mom chose my name out of a magazine.
I'm really good at selling stuff. I always love fashion and I love styling.
Puis de pouvoir dire que j'ai un diplôme en mode, là, je trouve que c'est quand même cool à avoir.
De concrétiser tout ce que j'ai appris dans mes 3 années au Collège La Salle.
Is to have more free time and less homework.
I'm just excited to see where life takes me.
Une conclusion finalement de ces 3 années-là de travail.
is starting my career life in the fashion industry. It's definitely just being out in the field, discovering honestly my full potential. Finally getting a break and really focusing on work. Getting out of the college, living my dreams, exploring things.
Going back to university.
And hopefully influencing the next generation of fashion to come.
My best moment at LaSalle was meeting friends that I'll have for life, to make many friends and creating long-lasting friendships. Avec mes amis, on allait souvent les mardis au Time-Out Market, puis c'est vraiment des bons souvenirs. C'est quand j'ai rencontré Bianca Robert. C'était de me faire des nouvelles amies. My classmates were so fun. I like all my teachers. Right now, my best moments at LaSalle were watching everyone's style and my friends. By far is now, because it was really hard to finish with the pandemic and like being away from my family. The best moment is today for my graduation.
Je pense que c'était le défilé SNCL. It was definitely our New York trip.
It was definitely just meeting everyone that I met here. Is bringing my dog for my graduation picture. The SMCL was probably post-SMCL after our video had just aired. I received an influx of comments from friends and family, and I just felt very, very proud of me and my team. Ma mère, je dirais que c'est ma mère. Ma mère m'inspire vraiment beaucoup. My mom is my grandmother. My grandma. My parents. Mes parents. My brother.
My grandpa.
My grandmother. I'm named after her. It makes me emotional.
My mother just told me, like, you choose your program, you choose your school, you choose your life.
I would say I'm most inspired by myself. Myself. Has to be Miss Iconic Samantha Jones from Sex and the City.
Naomi Campbell.
Virgil Abloh.
Virgil Abloh. Rihanna. Je suis super inspirée par en fait tout ce qui est créatif. My family and friends, because they always remind me to be true to myself. Honestly, be open, communicate with your teachers. I would tell them to be confident and to share a space of kindness.
Or not to let anyone hold you behind.
Balancing about your mental health and physical health. C'est vraiment de rester soi-même en tout, de rester authentique.
De jamais prendre un non pour une réponse.
I'm really excited for all the adventures. Merci beaucoup d'avoir écouté notre vidéo.